they're fine. They do give you 2x, 3x on the day you use them, and that's what you're to your point. That's why retail investors like them. They are
2x, 3x losses as well as gains.
That's
though.
true.
That's the problem, right?
That is the yeah. But that's look. Right now, people want juice. Okay, the stimmy checks, everything since March 2020, the market's been on fire. People are just looking for more and more. They want things faster. Obviously, if there's a long bear market, I think a lot of these people just go away. I think they're going to learn the hard way not to mess with these that much. Also, long term, if volatility hits these, they reset at different prices, and it creates corrosion, so you don't get 2x, 3x over the long term. But they do work in the short term. People like to use them, and it's just sort of part of the gambling culture.
Are they still doing it as much as, when Wall Street Bets was huge, and I actually haven't looked at the subscriber numbers now, so it may still be just as big, but when it was booming, when we were talking about GameStop every day, and, retail, Joe the plumber knew more about options than we do all of a sudden, is it still that hot?
It's not quite as hot. So we have this number we look at percentage of total ETF volume that leverage ETFs make up. And they peaked right around the AMC time at about 18%. They've now come back down to 12, 10%. So that means that it's back to normal in a way. So yes, the assets are up though because there are a little more people using them, but that percentage is what we look to in terms of how much retail is using them. So you are onto something in that I do think that recent market has probably scared a couple of them away because it is down a little bit, but the assets are up and in general they are. But I will say the assets in these are only 1% of all ETF assets. They are not really a big deal in the scheme of things.
I wonder, though, also, if we have, in some ways, had a shift where retail investors have just learned to educate themselves better and are going to be more involved in the markets from here on out. We're going to talk a lot more about this over the next days and weeks. Eric Balchunas there, Bloomberg Intelligence. Coming up, we're going to speak with Samantha DeBenda, Associate Fellow at Chatham House on Ukraine This.